the two kinds of powerful people that matter are people with money and people with land. That's what matters, right? I mean, real estate and the built environment is the slowest of the sectors to change in response to these issues. I mean, and there's some reasons for that. Buildings just are slow to make. The built environment can be reimagined in terms of how we live. I mean, the built environment is a pattern of a kind of embedded set of production and consumption patterns. And I think if we change those patterns, we'll end up changing the built environment and vice versa. I think explicitly, the best way to do that is to redesign buildings to match and to facilitate a different way of living, more physically sustainable, more socially desirable, more healthy, better psychologically. And that's what we could do within 10 years for sure. I mean, the pilot projects that I want to see are ones that involve different kinds of housing and different kinds of offices, basically. And that leads to a whole variety of other kinds of kind of physical reimaginings, because the houses and the offices of the future will not just be houses and offices. All right, so there's a whole range of transformations that will be triggered just by saying, okay, we're going to build a block of flats. What does that include? Where are the shops? What do we mean by parking? Is nature in there? How does it manage waste? Does it, my focus is on what I call service integration. Where are the services handled? How are they handled? If we integrate services into buildings, which is what my company Base2 does, we can have better places to live and better places to work that inherently include service experiences around them. And that naturally helps to kind of accelerate and clarify and solve the larger complexity of what else do you do in a building, right? I mean, basically people with money and people with land. But these are also some of the most powerful people. And people with money tend to be the people who own or land or build buildings. And we have to have them involved. Basically, everybody else is just babbling. That the people with power have to directly engage in these issues. Everything else is going to take just a lot more time. It's just theatre, actually. I mean, it wouldn't be theatre in 1970s or whenever these issues started. We've got to talk about them. But the point is, there has to be direct engagement now. And what I've learned over time is that a lot of these people aren't that interested in the big theory. They'll actually do a lot on the basis of pretty straightforward things. They can be ethical things, they can be money things, all sorts of reasons for doing it. But and that is a big opportunity. I think there's a lot of people out there that do want to get involved in these things. They need to find environments where they feel that they can be useful. They're not just not exactly being just told what to do.